Hi, welcome back. We're here with Dale Tomei of the Hawaii Homeownership Center, and we were just talking about some of the barriers that the center helps people overcome. So if we can continue with that.
Okay, we touched upon a couple of them so far: income versus housing costs, too much debt. Next one, lack of down payment. Some families still believe that they need to come in with 20% down payment, and that a lot of times that's holding them back, because that's in Hawaii with our home prices, it's a huge amount of money. But I think it's more important to understand how down payment applies towards the actual mortgage itself and how lenders see that down payment. So there are some options, and then the counselors, work with them to understand, if they go these different routes, how does it impact their home buying process? How does it impact their purchase? But also, what to expect for the future. How does it impact their future? And so they can make a better consumer decision as far as which type of product or which direction they go with.
Yeah, and I think, the center, and I didn't know that either. A lot of people still don't know about this, about you guys, the Home Ownership Center, and the different types of programs that are out there for first-time home buyers. So, every time we meet someone who's just starting out looking to buy a home, we always try and recommend them to at least go take a look at the center, because again, yeah, you always think you need the down payment and whatever savings you have, but then that's not the case. There are many other programs and grants and other city assistance and national assistance that people can get. So I guess that's why it's good to talk to a counselor about that.
Yes. Well, and not only to find out which programs they qualify for, but because if you're not ready to purchase, it doesn't matter whether the programs are funded. But half the challenge is identifying which programs you do qualify for. Now, as we progress towards being ready to become a home buyer, let's find out then. We know we qualify. Now let's find out which ones are available, which ones are funded. And in some instances, I've seen families use multiple programs. And each one of them adding some assistance towards, again, making it a little bit more affordable to become a home purchaser. So again, lack of down payment, there's some options out there. Lack of information, if you're like many of us, you grew up in an environment where, parents rented, grandparents rented, there's kind of a lost sense of what's the real value of home ownership. And one of the biggest values of home ownership is, the building of wealth or the building of equity. And equity is the value of what I own minus what I owe. Before the center was open, there was a study done comparing the equity of homeowners to renters. And at that time, prior to 2003 when we opened, the disparity was homeowners had 12 to 13 times more equity than those who rented, 2/3 of that in the properties that they purchased. Now, in the last few years, we've been experiencing a market boom. The study was redone about 10 months ago, and that disparity is now 42 times more equity for homeowners compared to renters, in large part because the properties had appreciated in value. So a lot of benefits in home ownership. And the last one is a feeling of hopelessness. And it's usually because of a combination of these barriers, as well as hearing median home prices at record highs.
And living in Hawaii.
Yeah, and we're hearing, especially nowadays, a lot of doom and gloom but there's, any type of situation presents opportunities. And it's a matter of preparing ourselves so we can take advantage of those opportunities. So if we wait and just wait till the opportunity is just right in our face, it might be too late.
Exactly.
Right.
It's about preparing ahead of time. Yeah.
So who's the center for?
Well, the center basically anybody interested in home ownership. I think there's a misconception that we only help low-income families. A large portion of our families that have purchased, by the way, I believe almost 50% of the families that have purchased were less than 80% of the median income. But we've had airline pilots, university professors, people that make good money, and it starts with money management. And it doesn't matter what income you make, that doesn't make you a better manager of your money.
That's right.
So it starts with good money management, and people just in general want more information, as far as just bettering their position to qualifying for that mortgage. So I would say, I think it's changed a little bit since the last time we were on the show, but about 90% of our families are first-time home buyers. 10%, they already purchased a home, and they're wanting more information regarding investment properties. We're now getting calls regarding foreclosures. We also, in fact, most times our program specifically focuses on the pre-purchase end, but because we're affiliated with NeighborWorks America, we are also addressing some foreclosure situations. None of our members so far, but we are helping families that are non-members. If they're running into trouble, to contact the center. We can help trying to work something out with the servicers.
Can we pause right here and
Sure.
then we'll pick this up when we come back?
Okay, sure.
Okay.